bros, for being nice enough to join me back for another video review. And today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Core Class Grimlock. So for the contents inside the packaging, this is what we get, what is before you. We get Grimlock himself and his one accessory right there. And you also get the manual so that you know how to transform this figure and not break it, hopefully. So here we are zoomed in on the figure itself. And I must say, this figure looks decent for what we get. Now, the head sculpt on Grimlock for me is spot on. He has the blue visor. He has the glossy black head. He has the golden painted chest torso region. Then he has a little bit of red underneath, so that's not bad. And then the rest of it, you got a little gold on the dinosaur claws and also a little bit of red on the feet. Other than that, we get a little bit of painted silver behind Grimlock where you'll see the dinosaur hands in dinosaur mode. But other than that, it's basically gray plastic. So we all know what Grimlock is supposed to look like, but this is what we've received. So for the articulation on this figure, it's not standard as what we get with all core class figures because we're missing some articulation. Grimlock's arm can rotate a full 360. It has no elbow joint, which is very disappointing. The wrist rotates all the way around, no issue there. The leg can go up this high. It can go back this far. There is a 90, well, a little more than 90-degree bend because of transformation. There is no foot ankle rocker. And we do get a waist swivel. The head can rotate left and right. And that is all we get. So basically the only thing we're missing for articulation on this figure are elbow joints. And I honestly think that they could have put these in and took out these big swivels right here. I think that would have been better, you know, to have that articulation for Grimlock. So like when you pose him, he's not got his arm fully extended. You could have like some of those action poses. But all in all, so far, it seems like a good figure. So here for comparisons, I went ahead and bought out the best 3 figures to compare with this figure. These are the 3 Dinobots that are already released to form Volcanicus one day once we collect all 6. But anyway, they look very uniform, and I like the way they look together as a group. Now, this is not to say that each figure does not have its own flaws, but like I said, they look together as a group, and as we know, there are technically 5 Dinobots, but we will get a 6 to make the combiner, as I just stated. So for my second comparison, here we have the Alpha Bravo Grimlock with the Evolution Grimlock, and you can see the differences between the two. One being a Dollar General / Family Dollar toy, and then the other one being a more wider release combiner size figure gimmick. And not only that, it being a core size, which is fully transformable, and it comes with accessories. And for my last comparison, here we are with figures that we may already own in Legacy and Kingdom. So just to show off Grimlock with the others. Yes, Grimlock is very, very bulky, and he does come with a lot of plastic, but some parts of him are hollow, like in the knees down to the feet because of transformation. But all in all, yes, he's keeping that same size as the other figures. Even on camera, it doesn't seem like Grimlock is bigger, much bigger than Optimus Prime, but in hand, he's a tad bit taller. So I kind of like that aspect so far. I don't know if they did it on purpose or just the way he's transformed in robot mode gives him that appearance to being taller than Optimus Prime, like he should. Now it's time for transformation. So now that we have Grimlock transformed into his alt T-Rex mode, here we are, and let's check out the details on this figure. Just rotating them right now, I will just come straight clean. There is kibble, robot kibble, that can be seen on the side. As you see, the legs just slightly folded up in the 40-degree angle to sit on his back. And then the tail is his weapon accessory plugged in. At least his head has a little bit of articulation where he can look up or down or in that running pose that T-Rex make. I like that his arms are small, keeping in that traditional T-Rex body form. But I do wish they had a little articulation. Would have been nice. But all in all, it's not a bad figure for what we get for the $10. And especially for it becoming a combiner. Once you collect all 6 Dinobots, it's not too bad. So for the first set of comparisons, here we have 3 members of Volcanicus, which is Wave 1, Slag, Wave 2, Sludge, and now Wave 3, Grimlock. So keep in mind you need all 6 to form this combiner, but these 3 together right now are the core guys for me. The only one I wish I kind of had with this core would be like Swoop and Snarl. But anyway, these 3 look great together, and I'm looking forward to the other members of this group to form that combiner. So for my last comparison, here we have the Alpha Bravo Grimlock with the Evolution Grimlock. And I must say, the Evolution Grimlock is definitely more G1 looking than the Alpha Bravo Grimlock. So I'm just showing it off, you know, to see how big and how menacing they look or whatever. Just so you can get a drift on the opinions that you can make yourself looking at the 2 figures. Like I said, for what they are and what character they represent, they're both okay. But like I said, for the purpose of the combiner, I'm definitely digging the Evolution Grimlock just a tad bit more. So now it's time to transform Grimlock into his 3rd mode, which will become a leg for Volcanicus. So first, this is what you do. Take this off, plug this on the back to kind of make a flat surface. You can go ahead and rotate these feet like this way. They got pegs right here. They'll combine together, as you see, just like that. So that's halfway done. Now what you do is you open up this part right here. Fold this all, well, let's turn this head around. Fold this all the way down. And this you can keep just like this. Bring this in a little closer. And then what it wants you to do is have it like this for right now, and now he's ready to be combined with Volcanicus, and this is what you end up with. So now that we have Grimlock transformed into its limb mode, now I can bring on in the rest of Volcanicus. So here we are right here. You just slide it on like that, and now, well, I'm gonna put that back down. Now we have a Volcanicus, but it said it's supposed to be something like this. I was looking at in the instruction manual, but I don't know how that's going to hold up with Grimlock's arm being extended, so I'm going to put it back like this. So here we have 3 members of Volcanicus, as you can see, and it's looking good so far. So I can't wait to receive the remainder 3 to see how beefy and how massive he looks as a Evolution Core Combiner. So now it's time for the Yeah Bros figure grading system, where I like to review these figures to let you know my opinions and to help you decide if it's a pickup or a pass. So the first category that I like to use in this grading system is the paint details. And the paint details on this figure is just enough to make the mold pop slightly to recognize this figure as Grimlock. Yes, this figure is mainly molded in the gray plastic, but it does have some painted bits on the toes, on the chest region for Grimlock, also on the shins, and on the eyes and the little legs on, well, the little hands on Grimlock's Tyrannosaurus Rex mode. Other than that, it's pretty much gray plastic, which I have no issue with, so it's okay. When it comes to the molding on this figure, this is a brand new molded core class figure. So with that being said, the molding on my copy is fairly good. It's no extremely tight where I'm worried about things breaking by trying to articulate my figure. So everything works and is the right amount of looseness to enjoy the figure. And as you see right now, Grimlock is able to hold a pose. So the last category in the Yeah Bro rating is the playability and the execution. I feel like the figure was executed very well. Keep in mind, it is going to be a combiner limb. So it's kind of a triple changer, but still, it still holds the Grimlock aesthetics as we know and we want in a G1 figure. In addition to that, in robot mode, it definitely resembles Grimlock. Even with the lack of the paint detail on the figure, we all know it's still Grimlock, and the posability on it does suffer a tad. But either way, in robot and dinosaur mode, it has a ton of playability in the head and the legs. And also, if you want to rotate the weapon to maybe make the tail look like it's moving or anything, but that's up to you. But overall, this is a solid pickup in my opinion. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this figure, I got my copy from my local Target store where I paid $9.99 plus taxes. But to be honest and tell the truth, a supporter of my channel who is a subscriber found this at his local Target and was able to pick this up for me and meet me to deliver me this figure to bring the review to you today. His YouTube channel is, if you would like to support him also, it's Bro Yeah Productions 24/7. So he will be putting up content very soon. So check him out and give him a shout out for picking this figure up for me to review for you today. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback. Thank you once again for spending your time to watch my video. Until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon.